Welcome back, Capcom. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're too busy not releasing games for the Switch.
Or you're too busy disappointing us all with certain fighting games.
Which ones?
The fact that I said games is already a problem.
That's true. And so is that statement.
Let's not talk about that right now.
They are so overweight.
Yeah, I know you're going to talk about the bulkiness.
They have the thickness.
By the way, this is a Japanese translated thing, so that's why he's called Forte.
Cool. I mean, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I said cool. Then okay.
Yeah. You gotta add stuff.
The problem is
what?
Referencing it every single time I say it is also becoming a meme.
Yeah.
So
it's also becoming an annoyance.
Hey, I remember this from
Megaman 2.
No.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say he doesn't remember.
I remember that from Sabrina the Teenage Witch Potion commercial.
Oh yeah, that which you probably already said.
Yeah,
and
I know
during
I
the
said
Megaman 2. But yeah, don't play as Mega Man unless you want a completely unfair challenge. Play as base. The only problem, technically, if you're not doing what I'm doing and not using the special weapons against bosses, you should only have problems against you should only take long against the first boss, and then you get the power. And if you do things in order, then they should just go down. But no, I have to continue my trend of only using the Mega Buster. Well, in this case, the Base Buster, which is just a constant stream of bullets, but they only do 1 damage.
That's a good trade-off.
Not when it's good in the stages, but not in the bosses, because the boss invincibility. You know when you hit a boss and their invincibility state comes up, and then you have to keep hitting them. You only ever do 1 damage, and something terrible in this game's design is that the boss invincibility time has actually been increased for some stupid reason.
To make the game more challenging in a completely just and fair way.
And you see how I can see all of this right now? This normal screen? This is SNES. Do not play the Game Boy Advance version. Just don't.
I was about to say that this doesn't look as Captain Crunch as you said it used to.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's because you're using a larger screen.
It's using the SNES part, so there's no screen crunch. But in order to get this, I had to use an artificially translated version, because as I said, I am not playing on that Game Boy Advance. Never again.
Oh, so you've already done it before?
Yeah, I've done it once. Never again. That was when I thought this game was almost just the hardest thing.
Then I realized it was just the most tedious thing.
It was tedious.
In the same way, nobody says the first Donkey Kong Country is the hardest because it's just the most archaic.
Yeah. But base is just so great.
Also, this is a very, very varied
first level. Yeah. This is because King's attacking a specific base. Oh, you'll find out who that is later. As in right now.
So he's attacking himself.
Oh, yeah, and Proto Man's name is Blues in Japan. Yes, this is our
King Knight.
Sure, okay. Oh, I wonder when that thing's gonna come out. But yeah, he's attacking the robot museum in order to recommission
all old robot masters.
Well, not all, but he's gotten the blueprint.
He's definitely going to use Cutman and
Gutsman.
Nah,
he's different. He basically rebuilds some people from Mega Man 8 instead.
Have we even played that?
Yes, we did.
Oh right, I remember that.
That's why I put this afterwards. This is a sequel to Mega Man 8. But
so after Mega Man 8, they all get really fat.
Sure. But
I mean that's good because it means there's no trouble. They can afford to get fat.
Oh
Maybe this isn't really a game, it's just exercise. At the very end, after they defeat Dr. Wily gets killed. and then someone just takes off VR goggles.
Yeah, you clearly weren't paying attention. He got cut in half.
Oh yeah, so no, this is consistent with my theory. So people are gonna die left and right, and at the very end of the game, someone takes off VR goggles. Man, what a great exercise! And then the game ends.
Anyways, King is trying to organize a robot rebellion. But Base wants, and Wily has been kicked out of his castle. King's taken it over.
I was
and so,
just about to ask why is Base doing this.
yeah, and so Base wants to be known as the strongest. But our first boss is a devil.
Yeah, but not the yellow devil, so who cares?
Yeah, but the fact that our first boss is a devil robot.
This shows how depowered they've been. They're like Daleks.
No, it just shows that, yeah, this game is basically the Base Buster. Just, I need to stand here and just keep doing this, though. It's really great. The Green Devil has never been a real threat. I remember with Mega Man 8, I went into the thing with like one. I went into the boss fight my first time with 1 HP left, and I just barely lost at the very end somehow.
He seems tired. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, but either way, now we have to take. This time we can't just fight all the Robot Masters. Robot Masters are fought in branches now.
Does that continue?
No, never again.
That's kind of a cool idea.
But yeah, and we also have collectible CDs with information on all the Robot Masters.
Wow, this is going to be used so much.
I mean, the information is actually interesting, but I wonder why Dr. Light, Roll, and Otto are helping us, considering literally last game we tricked them and blew up their lab.
Because they're helping. They want Dr. Light to be. They want King Knight to be stopped as well.
Oh boy, but first we're taking on Cold Man.
This is a very. Do they all have badges now?
Well, everybody used to have the Wily insignia. Now this is the King insignia.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So this entire city is freezing.
Yes.
Or
it was already cold and Cold Man's just taking it over. I forgot to compile some of the stories for this one. Maybe I'll do it before we get to the second part.
Yeah, it could just be like it's a winter city. Which reminds me, I wish that Johto had a winter town. That's one thing I always thought they should have just given Mount Silver a town.
Yeah, just like a old village rest stop.
Yeah.
By the way, you'll see a lot of that. Just like a whole bunch of secret places where you see me can get discs, but you need powers from later Robot Masters to get it. And some of these discs can only be gotten with Mega Man, and some only with Base, because only Mega Man can slide and charge shot.
Only Base can double jump?
Only Base can double jump and dash. But double jumping just makes the jerkish platforming in some of these areas a non-issue, and dashing also like changes up your boss strategy sometimes, so that's, even though the boss, again, if you're not doing what I'm doing, then yeah, you should always just play as Base, no question. See, only Mega Man could get that.
So...
And Base can shoot in all 8 directions.
Oh yeah, that's also very useful.
It's like they made a game for Base and like, oh crap, we kind of want to market it with Mega Man too. And so they just added... I feel like Mega Man was not an afterthought, but more like this wasn't built initially with him in mind.
I'm trying to think of something that's comparable to it. Also, I hate not having a health bar. Monster Hunter.
But Mega Man mini bosses always didn't have health bars. At least I think they didn't.
Imagine if we were just standing there and the ground just exploded under you.
Well, then the spikes under. Well, and as you see, there was an entirely different section there that Mega Man could have traversed to get probably some CDs and extra lives.
Oh, hey, I was about to say how you just jump into the water like that, but you jumped onto the ice
sheet.
Oh, you didn't need to say that.
I thought you were going to say something terrible, so I just decided to.
I just said ice.
You know, seeing those cannons reminds me of the shot zoes from the. You remember the shot zoes, right?
From
Kirby, how they got downgraded in later games, while in the original, I think in the original, they were just
9 impervious.
yeah, you kept complimenting them, and here I am, just like, okay, I'm about to lose my life, and I just gained a life. So is there any net gain here? Oh, I guess those things just reform. Well then. It's a good thing, as I said, I can stall my air momentum with that jumping.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was
Oh,
about to
never
say,
mind.
That seems kind of dangerous. Just go back into the war zone like that.
Yeah, well, I kind of don't have a choice. I don't have a special weapon yet. And even then, Coleman's not really that good. It can be in certain situations where it can take out multiple enemies at once, but in normal combat situations, it's not good. Honestly, for a lot of these encounters, it's just best to stick with the base buster.
So does Megaman ever say that seems kind of cool, shooting in 8 directions?
No, Mega Man never talks to base in this.
So they never meet.
Yeah. We don't know what Mega Man's even doing right now.
It's probably so every single. So, but is it canon that they both do stuff?
I don't know if it's canon that they both do stuff. I think it really is just an either or.
That seems this seems terrible. But that doesn't look like any timing that can work.
The good thing is that I at least have the dash double jump, so I don't care because I'm base.
Dash double
Rockman dash.
dash'll jump. I guess dash'll really is the best way to fuse dash and double.
Oh, that's what you were doing? I thought you were just having a stroke, but okay.
I mean, I have those so often now, so I don't blame you.
Yes, but here you'll see the problem with what I've done. You see that?
Yeah,
We've only taken 2 pellets, 2 bay pellets off of it. It's only 1 damage.
Why do you decide to keep doing it? No one's going to say, "Hey, don't do that."
Because I made that challenge for myself, dang it. I don't know if I'll carry it on to Mega Man X though. It's because I want to differentiate myself, because while not a lot of people have played Mega Man base. By the way, I didn't see him ever use that attack in the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, while a lot of people haven't played this in the first place, any Mega Man playthrough can be made just super easy by just going there, ooh, weapon, just use a special weapon, and that's it. No, I want to do something different because that's actually part of the fun for me.
Well,
but
not for me. I remember playing. I don't remember what it was. Mighty Gun Vault, and I was thinking, this is so hard. I can't play Mega Man unless I have a special weapon. And even then.
Well, I'd encourage you to try Mega Man 6.
Because it's easy?
Because it's easy and it gives you great special weapons. But you still haven't done it. And the problem is that this thing keeps moving between my base buster shots. And it's built just to slow me down.
It seems to be working. Like,
yeah, it is.
Very well. The frustrating part is you're probably gonna die. And then we have to watch this fight over.
Well, we'll see. It's been so long since. Oh, that was good. But it's been so long since I did this. Oh dear. Hurry! Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're a rock star.
All right. Let's see if I can keep this up. One more hit. I just need one more. There we go.
Clearly, you're a rock star.
Thank you.
Also, I was going to say it's a good thing they stopped that killing you from the explosion thing.
That was only like a thing in specific instances.
I thought it said Mega Man 1 bosses kill you with their explosions.
Well, no. Mega Man 1 bosses, their attacks are still active if they're on screen, even after they've died.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, so now we've got the ice wall. At least they show you how to use a special weapon once you get it. So that's at least
So
useful.
Base can also.
Yeah, he was given a copy chip, even though that makes no sense as to why he'd be given a copy chip, considering that he'd never be fighting Robot Masters under any circumstance outside of this.
Who gave it to him?
Wily. And apparently Wily can build a functioning copy chip that's just as good as Mega Man's.
But he only gives it to one robot.
Well, no, it's more like why. First of all, I imagine that takes a lot of technology stuff, but why give it to Base? He's not going to be using it. It's only coincidence that this even happened. What Wily should have done was make Robot Masters, have Base copy them, then send them after Mega Man. But whatever, Wily's not the brightest.